past couple of weeks have been discussing what went wrong with the 2022 midterms. And I've given my opinions on it, but some people on the right have been discussing the idea that the candidate quality was so bad that it costed us many seats. And most people have been talking about, of course, the state of Arizona. Well, guess what, everybody? We're going to discuss Arizona today. What went wrong and why some of these narratives are total horseshit of the great state of Arizona. A lot of people are talking about how the Trumpy MAGA candidates underperformed so much, yet the Kimberly Yee electoral juggernaut won by 10. Run her in 2024, they say. Well, we're going to be debunking that and showing you guys why low-level statewide races, you shouldn't try to correlate them with Senate elections. They tend to not go well. Now, before we continue, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Look, everybody, if you join the channel right now, you're helping support the daily content on the channel. We all love the daily content, so I hope you join today. All right, folks, let's get into it. So, Arizona. A lot of people are discussing about why Republicans lost these races, and it's being because of electability and all this other crap. Well, I think it's more to do with two other reasons. Number one, these candidates got screwed over. They had competitive primaries, they didn't have the funding they needed, and the national GOP left them to rot, kind of. And secondly, this is kind of, I think, a bigger factor than most people really understand. State treasurer elections do not correlate with other races. I'm sick and tired of hearing this narrative about how Kimberly Yee is an electoral juggernaut because she won by 10 points, when all the other candidates who were the Trump-endorsed candidates, they all lost. Guess what, everybody? This is total bullshit. Beyond belief, this argument that Kimberly Yee, because she won by 10 points, automatically makes her a electoral god? What? First of all, that sounds stupid on its face. How can you say somebody that won a treasurer election by 10, all right? Yes, that's a big margin, but is somehow automatically an electoral god for a Senate seat in a governor's race? This is what people need to understand about treasurer elections. Nobody gives a shit about them. They really don't. Look at the results of treasurer elections in other states. Josh Mandel in Ohio in, I think, 2014 and 2010. He won them by double digits. Ran for the Senate seat in 2012. He got clobbered. It doesn't correlate. Just because you win a treasurer election doesn't mean it's automatically a correlation. Sure, winning a treasurer election does give you some name recognition. That is true. But if you want a real correlation, look at what I consider to be the big four in most states. The governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, secretary of state. These are the four races that tend to correlate the most with each other. And in fact, other races such as the United States Senate, that's when they correlate the most. Not a treasurer election. Look at past results. You notice those that are former attorney generals for statewide office, they do better than treasurers in other elections. Look at Josh Shapiro. Now, there's other factors for why he did so good, but he was the attorney general. And, well, he won by 17. So there is some correlation with statewide races for the big four. Now, the treasurer election. Yes, Kimberly Yee won by 10. But just like I said, this is a problem, I think, with the Republican voter. Not necessarily that Kimberly Yee's a great candidate. Look, she won by 10. But look how she won by 10. She won Maricopa by 10 points. I don't care if Kimberly Yee's the best candidate ever. No Republican will ever win Maricopa County in a serious election, all right, competitive election, by 10 points, right? No Republican will do that. She only won it by 10 because guess what? There's a lot of weak Republicans on the right. The Republican Party has a serious problem of losers, right? Ruining elections for us. These people are the voters that, they're the McCain shills. They're the ones that, they say, oh, I'm a respectable Republican. And these Republicans are too extreme. So I will vote for the Democrat. But for the treasurer, oh, she's perfect. I'll vote for her. You see the problem with that? What happened here was Yee was able to win every Republican voter. And these Republican voters, these losers, we have a lot of losers on the right. It's sad, but it's true. These quote-unquote Republicans would vote for a Democrat because their candidate did not win. I guarantee you that this margin of victory Katie Hobbs got, which I have some concerns about because what Kari Lake's campaign's alleging, either way, how much you want to bet that Katie Hobbs won 30,000 Karen Taylor Robson voters from the primary? Would you be shocked? I wouldn't be. There are many Republican voters that they hate MAGA, hate Trumpism. They hate Republicans that are actual conservatives so much they would vote only Republican if their candidate wins a primary, but vote Democrat if their candidate doesn't win. We need to start embracing this vote red, no matter who thinking. Democrats have done it with vote blue, no matter who. We need to vote red, no matter who. It's starting to screw us in elections. I mean, guys, other Republicans did great. Mine inspector, it was a non-competitive election. He won by a lot. Treasurer, she won by a lot, but also corporation commissioner, they won by a lot. That's the problem the Republicans have. They're not embracing this vote red, no matter who mentality. And you're getting these 10% of Republican voters who love down ballot Republicans if they fit their agenda perfectly. But if a primary goes not their way, they would rather vote for Mark Kelly, who is not a moderate. He votes with Biden 99% of the time, rather than Blake Masters because he's too extreme. You think I'm joking? Look at how conservative election Twitter reacted when Blake Masters won the primary. A lot of them were talking about voting for Mark Kelly and hoping Masters would lose. That's just a fact. These people hoped and prayed Masters would lose this Senate seat. And a lot of them probably voted for Mark Kelly. Now, one more thing about Kimberly Yee being this electoral juggernaut. And my proof that, quite frankly, this has more to do with more so what position she's running for and her candidate. So, she was the incumbent state treasurer in 2022. And Kari Lake was the frontrunner for the Republican primary. And many of you probably don't know this, but Kimberly Yee was actually running in the governor's election for a bit. And reminder, she was a statewide official. Look at this. The highest she ever pulled was 6%. I know polling's not the most accurate, but Kimberly Yee is an incumbent statewide official. She can only crack 6%? That's pathetic. Beyond belief. I don't care if this is, a state treasurer election or not. If you're a statewide official and an incumbent, you should be at least at 10%, not 6% at most. This proves my point that this has more to do with the office she ran for, who she ran against, and quite frankly, nobody gives that much of a crap about the state treasurer elections compared to the big four. Governor elections, lieutenant governor elections when they do happen, attorney general races, and secretary of state races. Those four, voters tend to care a lot more about it than treasurer elections. So I hope people understand that this has more to do with Republicans having a problem of voters not voting red no matter who, but rather voting red only if their candidate wins the primary. Now, other factors are included. Blake Masters got no help from the national GOP. Kari Lake, similar deal. And the primaries really hurt us. We got to stop these competitive primaries. They are killing us in many of these states. They're draining our resources, and you're getting losers like Jim Lamont, who spends $10 million calling Blake Masters a Jew-hating anti-Semite. It's like, what do you think's going to happen to General? That's going to hurt him. So Republicans need to embrace getting rid of these garbage competitive primaries. Get in fact convention-style systems. And on top of all of that, stop this crap of voting Democrat when your candidate doesn't win the primary. Vote red no matter who, because Republicans, sure, he may disagree with you on like 2 issues. That's more similar to your beliefs than a Democrat who votes Biden 99% of the time. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.